What up guys, Nerd Scum here, and today we're going to be talking about Secret Empire Omega, Nick Spencer's final stamp on the Secret Empire event before Marvel jumps over into Marvel Legacy, which will be starting next month. So I've got a lot of books to go over this week, so we're going to go ahead and jump right on in here. The war was over. All around me, my country is regaining what it lost. Healing. Rebuilding. So why am I here? And then we reveal that Classic Cap is at the Shadow Pillar, which is a supermax prison for supervillains. However, during the events of Secret Empire, it was cleared out, so now all that is here is himself. And from there we get our obligatory summary and cast of characters. Of course he isn't surprised. How could he be? He is me, and I am him. Coming here is gazing into a mirror and hating what I see. And for the majority of these sequences with the two Caps, it is very well written, ideological arguing, one to the other, but that's pretty much all it is. It's very well written, but I'm not going to go through all the dialogue. But that is pretty much the majority of these scenes. So then from that point, we switch over to another person's point of view, another person's narration, and it's Bucky. And he is talking about the death of Black Widow, talking about her funeral and stuff, and how he used to be in love with her, and which is interesting because in my last video on Secret Empire number 10, someone mentioned the frame where it looked as if her and a few of the other characters had been brought back to life, which I looked at and they were right. That is what it appeared to be, but I just assumed she was back, and that like the art in that panel was so bad that I just couldn't tell. But here it seems very clear that she's still dead, so I'm not sure what was up with that panel after all. So anyway, Bucky is basically in this country watching this dictator who had basically come to power through siding with Hydra, and he gets wiped out, which of course kind of goes to reinforce what Hydra Cap is telling Cap about the America that, Classic Cap that is, about the America that he serves. I'm right and you're wrong. No, I'm right and you're wrong. And then basically he tells him that, like, you know, he saw a perfect world and it was beautiful, and like now he can't imagine not fighting for something like that. So then we cut over here to Nutayan, I believe is how that's pronounced, where basically we see that, again, the U.S. government now back in power is storming this area who had been loyal to Hydra and just pretty much destroying everything in their wake, using Sentinels. By the way, this is the area that is predominantly mutant and was being ruled over by Emma Frost. And here we see Emma and Beast talking about, you know, the surrender and how this is going to mess things up, and Beast is like, no, you provided hope for a whole generation of mutants. And she's like, yeah, but when the history books are written, all that'll be remembered is that I was one of the bad guys. So then we get more, I'm right and you're wrong. No, I'm right and you're wrong, because I'm Captain America. No, I'm Captain America. And then we get Frank Castle, the Punisher. Nick Spencer, stay the hell away from the Punisher. Frank Castle's had enough shit. I've already got to deal with this potato head on Netflix messing him up. You have somehow, in Secret Empire, managed to screw him up more than when he was killed and brought back as an angel who killed demons with a magic heaven gun. Like, somehow you've managed to screw him up more than that. He's broken now. Leave him the hell alone. You cannot fix him. Someone else will fix him. Just put the Punisher down and walk away. There's nothing we can do for you. So anyway, here we get Frank Castle, the Punisher, back to doing what he used to do, despite the fact that he is now so morally compromised. And one point here, I think up here, he's like, it's time to, you know, now it's time to make things right. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. And then we see Nick Fury is watching him. And if you're interested to know what's going on from here with Punisher, it's not in the rest of this book. He doesn't appear anymore in this book. Why was he in this? Why? What? Okay, whatever. I know they're setting up things for Legacy, but this is pointless. And then we get this moment here where Classic Cap, is talking about basically how he was trying to help in the wreckage and the rubble after the attack on Washington, like the final battle, and there was a little boy, but the little boy was afraid of him because he's Captain America, and that's when he realized that that was going to be the rest of his life. Something that us reading the books knew from the moment Nick Spencer had Captain America say, "Hail Hydra." We all knew that this was going to be a thing. And I know he was just back, so story-wise, like, it's a relevant realization, but we're just going to move on. We're just going to move on. I'm Captain America and I'm right. No, I'm Captain America and I'm right. And so that's really kind of the gist of the book. But then at the end, finally, we see, I guess he's being taken off to be taken to trial. Hydra Cap is. So we see the SWAT unit come in because, again, he is a super soldier with enhanced abilities. And they're secure the prisoner. I've got him. Against the wall, inmate, now! And then as they press him against the wall, one of the guards/SWAT guys leans in and whispers in his ear, "Hail Hydra." And then they're like, "He's clear. Check the south corridor." Yep. And then this is a war that never ends. And that will be continued next month in Marvel Legacy. Right on, guys. That was Secret Empire Omega. And it was completely pointless. Utterly pointless. Not bad, necessarily. Again, the writing in it is actually very well done, despite the fact that not a lot is happening. It's just a lot of talking back and forth between characters. But the story itself, that the colorful writing is telling, does nothing. It adds nothing. Like, basically, the biggest thing we get out of this is being reinforced things that we as readers already implicitly knew. And basically just killing time till Legacy. Oh, and setting up the fact that, like, no, Cap Hydra is going to be an ongoing thing in Marvel Comics. You didn't like it? Well, you got Cap back, but we're going to keep doing this whole thing, which, don't get me wrong, has some potential, just depending on who's writing it. And from what I've heard about who's going to be taking over the Captain America books, I'm not particularly looking forward to that. Having said it, the book has some very nice artwork in it. I didn't notice any major typos. My biggest complaint of the book is mostly just that it's pointless. If you really enjoyed Secret Empire, then definitely go and pick this up because you will enjoy this. If you did not enjoy Secret Empire, then avoid this like the plague because it is just more of the same. Right on, guys. I am NerdScum. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video, share it with some friends. NerdScum out.